Andy Ruiz makes history and becomes the first Mexican world heavyweight champion. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. I cannot help but feel happy for him. He's a family man. He's an upbeat guy, always got a smile, and he's an underdog. People underestimate Andy Ruiz because he's big and chubby, but he can fight. He always could fight. Always had those fast hands, always been very good at counterpunching on the front foot and very good in exchanges. And boy, did he show it in the Anthony Joshua fight. And also big up Andy Ruiz for the heart that he showed in there, getting up in the third round from that left hook and dropping AJ in the very same round. That's Mexican heart right there. So big up Andy Ruiz, tremendous performance by him. And hopefully the Mexican community in the United States can get behind Andy Ruiz and turn him into a pay-per-view star. Hopefully that can happen, because he might be the crossover that American boxing needs, particularly American heavyweight boxing, because we saw Deontay Wilder couldn't even fill out the Barclays Center the other week. We know that Mexicans support their own. And Andy Ruiz, Mexican but based in the United States, obviously speaks English and all that kind of stuff. He might be able to get American boxing back to where it once was in terms of, getting fans involved again, because there is going to be enormous celebrations in the Mexican community throughout Mexico and the United States over the next few days. And people, obviously a lot of Mexicans are going to be learning about Andy Ruiz and who he actually is, because he's obviously no Canelo or anything like that in terms of, popularity. But he's going to be huge now, because the knockdowns, the knockout is going to be all over the internet. Millions of people are going to view it. Andy Ruiz is probably going to get, get to shake hands with a Mexican president or God knows what else. And he's going to be a hero in Mexico. So couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Thoroughly deserved it. Showed heart, showed great skills. Moving up close to Anthony Joshua, punching when Joshua was punching and catching him, and then eventually finishing him off. So, yeah, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. And as I say, hopefully this will now elevate American boxing back to where it needs to be. Because Wilder, the lack of support for Deontay Wilder from the general public in America is terrible. It's terrible. The guy has been world heavyweight champion for how many years, and he can't even fill out like an 18,000 seat arena in his own country. That's terrible. So, but like, as I say, with the Mexicans, they really come out to support their own. And if Andy Ruiz is fighting mostly in America, hopefully that will just rejuvenate the entire American heavyweight scene, and scene in general. And maybe we'll see an Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder undisputed unification fight if Ruiz can beat AJ again in a rematch. If AJ decides to take that rematch, we'll see. But yeah, hats off to Andy Ruiz. He goes down in history. He's made history. It's not just him winning a world heavyweight title. He has made history. The first ever Mexican to win a world heavyweight title. So hats off to him. And he can be in some good fights in the future. And I do have to say, this will massively affect British boxing. Oh, yes, it will. The hopes of British fans are now going to be pinned on Tyson Fury. They're going to be pinned on people like Joe Joyce. They're going to be pinned on people like Daniel Dubois, maybe even Nathan Gorman. Anthony Joshua is going to lose an enormous amount of support. People are not going to believe in Anthony Joshua. And I'm talking about British people. They're not going to believe in Anthony Joshua no more. A lot of people. The sales for his fights, his pay-per-views are going to plummet. And this is why I said in another video, Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz, they should have taken the fight. Now was the time when AJ was unbeaten, that was the time to fight him. When he was packing out 80, 90,000. You don't fight him after he's lost. When his market value's gone down. Is what it is. But, we'll see how it goes now. The British boxing is definitely going to go into a slump now that AJ is lost and he was humiliated so badly. So it's definitely going to go into a slump to some extent until one of the other British heavyweights manages to, bring it back up again and we'll see what they can do. So yeah, but the main focus here is big up Andy Ruiz, tremendous achievement, fought a tremendous fight, and hopefully he can go on to have a tremendous career and get the not only respect, but the money that he deserves, really, because Andy Ruiz has been kind of in obscurity for a long time in his career. It would be nice to see him become a legitimate pay-per-view star. And at the moment, there might be more chance for Andy Ruiz to become a pay-per-view star that does good numbers than there is for Deontay Wilder at the moment. Simply because of the fact that Mexicans support their fighters, far more than most other groups in the United States. So we'll see how it goes for Andy Ruiz. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.